Hey man, what's up YouTube? We back with part 2. Jaden and Pt.2, twin brothers on the same team. And if y'all tapped into the last video, y'all know only one of the brothers is gonna be playing. And if y'all haven't seen it, go back and watch it and catch up to speed, man. But yeah, right now them boys finna go up against TCU. Let's get into it. Second play on the first drive, we got 2K Sway getting busy with an 18-yard reception. But that drive was short-lived with Jason Bean giving up this fumble. He gonna have to hold on to that peel, but they end up taking it all the way back, giving them that early lead and giving them momentum. Now the second drive was a 3-and-out. They went back and scored, and the second string quarterback got injured, so we're rolling with the third string, and look what he does. Throws a pick, giving them 2 turnovers. Trying to make something happen, they finally get a little spark from 2K Sway, breaking out of a tackle, picking up the first down and more. Now the third string quarterback come down the very next play and throw a 25-yard dot to the tight end. They was finally able to put a complete drive together and get their first touchdown of the night, which went to no other than 2K Sway. Told y'all before, you don't gotta worry when Caden Sway's on the field. He get hit on the short little comeback route and make a play running down the sideline, picking up a nice amount of yards before he's hit out of bounds. Then he come down the very next play and get another reception, picking up 35 yards, bringing them that much closer to the end zone. I don't know how the defense gave this up, but hey, we ain't complaining. 2K Sway pick up his second touchdown of the night, making the score 14-21. Now try and go back to his most reliable target. He throws his second pick of the game at the worst time, while we was finally catching momentum. But luckily they didn't score, and now this is the start of the second half.
This receiver putting together, Kirk. Well, for all the young wide receivers out there, this is a guy you want to pay attention to. He runs very precise routes, and he does a really good job of keeping the defender away from having a chance to make a play on the ball. His yards per catch average is very healthy.
Trying to tie this game up, we finally got the second string quarterback back in. He started off by throwing this bomb downfield to no other than Caden Sway. They didn't score on that drive, but this the next one. Bean shows off some of his talent scrambling out the pocket and throwing a dot to Caden Sway. Later in that drive, Jason Bean breaks off for his first rushing touchdown of the night, finally tying the score 21-21. Late in the fourth quarter, we trying to get that lead. Jason Bean scrambles out the pocket, throw a crossbody dot to put Kansas in the red zone. And he ended up scoring off that QB option once again, giving them that lead 28-21. Now as y'all can see, they walk away with that dub, showing that they can fight their way out of adversity. And the next game they going up against OU, which could be another close game. But we finna see, man. Let's hop into it. Going up against number 10 ranked OU, we looking to stay undefeated. And it looked like Jason Bean on the same page, taking off for this huge scramble. And mind you, this is the first play of the game, and he already picked up 58 yards. We end up scoring off this QB option. He let the running back keep it, take us into the end zone, giving them that 7-0 lead. First play of the second drive, it don't take him long to find Caden Sway open on his go route for a nice 26-yard reception. And Kansas end up getting to that end zone again off this bomb to Caden Sway, who beat his defender downfield. Man, look at the ball placement right before he got out of bounds. Then OU end up tying the game up again. We trying to get down that field while Caden Sway picks up a 20-yard reception. And one thing I like about Jason Bean, when he don't see nobody open, he'll take off with his feet as he shows his speed, running down the sideline, picking up 27 before being brought down. And then the halfback will finish off the job, making it 21-14. Trying to add to this lead and put us up 2 touchdowns. We already know who's going to be open every time. Caden Sway picks up 24 yards with this reception. And later on in the drive, Jason Bean finds him open in the middle of the field for his second touchdown of the night. Late in the third quarter, already up 2 touchdowns, Jason Bean breaks off for his first rushing touchdown of the night. And they end up putting away OU, score being 35-21. Next, they going up against Baylor. We gonna try to keep that undefeated streak going. Completely locked in. We in the 7th game of the season. And we just took OU's place, now ranked number 10, and looking like it with Jason Bean taking off for this 30-yard run. While we on our way to score, momentum get flipped as the tight end end up fumbling the ball. Once again, they gotta hold on to that peel. But it's all good, they didn't score, and we find Caden Sway open for this 19-yard reception. And the big man that just fumbled will make up for that as he makes this nice 24-yard play, helping us out big time on that drive to the end zone. And Jason Bean continues to kill on these read options, taking off, picking up the first down, and bringing them that much closer to the end zone. And the halfback ended up capping that drive off with the first touchdown of the night. And Caden Sway ended up picking up his second reception for 16 yards. Very next play, what does Jason Bean do? Scramble out the pocket, pick up the first down, finally run out of bounds. Putting them in great field position, all that's left to do is score. But he ended up trying to squeeze in the pass to Caden Sway, giving up an interception. Baylor still hasn't scored. Jason Bean scrambled out the pocket and throw a bomb downfield to no other than 2K Sway, picking up his first touchdown of the night. And that backup QB came in and filled that starter role, I ain't gonna lie. Canton Sway was eating off these post corners all night, but the ref tried to say he wasn't in bounds, so they ended up reviewing it. And as y'all could see, the play was overturned because it was clearly a catch. Jason Bean got over 200 passing yards, and Caden Sway got around like 150. But Jason Bean ends up killing him off that read option again, taking this one all the way to the crib. Start of the fourth quarter, they end up getting to that end zone again off this short little pass. That very next drive, Jason Bean scrambled out the pocket, throw this dot to Caden Sway. He makes a nice grab, bringing his total to 10 receptions for 183 yards and 1 touchdown. Baylor couldn't do nothing with Kansas, with the final score being 38-6. And the next game is up against Texas. Y'all made it this far, go ahead and subscribe, man. Because with this next game, y'all in for a treat. Alright, so yeah, I ain't gonna cap. This right here probably the most, or one of the most lit games y'all gonna see on this series right here. So grab your popcorn, we finna get into it. Second play of the game, 2K Sway getting involved with this nice little 19-yard reception. Y'all pay attention to them season stats, man. But Jason Bean ends up trying to squeeze a pass to the wideout, which ends up being intercepted. So he gets his first turnover this early in the game, and Texas gains momentum. So Texas end up scoring off that interception, but 2K Sway and Jason Bean catch the defense lacking for this 40-yard reception. And he follows up that play, picking up the first down, trucking the defender before ultimately picking up 13 yards. And he's starting to put the drive together by himself, picking up a 20-yard reception right here. And who else will get us into the end zone other than 2K Sway himself, tying up the score 7-7. Of course, Texas coming back down and score. And he seen the wideout had his defender beat, but the man didn't even catch the ball. But Jason Bean ended up scrambling out the pocket and making a nice play before the first quarter was over. At the end of the first quarter, 7-14, and we trying to get down there and tie it up. So especially in these close games, he's gonna go to his most reliable target, which is of course Caden Sway, picking up again at 23 right here. Again, scrambling out the pocket, he finds 2K Sway with a little bit of space between him and the defender. He picks up a nice amount of yards, putting him in the red zone. And the halfback would do the rest, tying up the game 14-14. So starting off the second half, Texas went down and scored. We got the ball and went 3 and out, and they went down and scored again, which made the score 14-28. They're going to try to turn that all around. As y'all can see, Caden Sway just picked up another reception, bringing his total to 9 receptions for 180 yards and 1 touchdown. Very next play, Jason Bean feel the pressure, scrambled out the pocket, and he finds his receiver Luke Graham wide open in the middle of the field. He broke 2 defenders and made his way to the end zone, making this a 1-score game now. On this play, Caden Sway's left all alone and makes his crazy one-hand grab, picking up the first down. Luke Graham started coming alive at the end of the game when we needed it most, making this a nice reception for 31 yards. And the halfback ended up getting into that end zone once again, tying up the score. Texas go down and score, and now it's crunch time with 3 minutes left on the clock, trying to make something happen. That's what he does, shaking off that first tackle and throwing a dot to 2K Sway for a 20-yard reception. Very next play, Luke Grimm will make another nice play, picking up a nice amount of yards before being knocked out of bounds. Then Jason Bean would have to throw the ball away and would end up taking the sack, putting him in a 3rd and 25 situation. And on that 3rd down, he felt pressure coming right away, had to get rid of it, almost wound up intercepted, but we don't convert that 3rd down. They end up making a stop and starting off with the ball in their own end zone. Jason Bean scrambles out the pocket, has nowhere to go. He makes a pass to the halfback, which gets nowhere. 50 seconds on the clock, he tries to make a pass to the halfback, but it winds up incomplete. 3rd and 7, he finally finds Caden Sway open across the middle, picking up that first down that they needed. 45 seconds left, they go with a no huddle, and they really got to make a huge play. So what do you do when you in that situation? Throw it to Caden Sway. He picks up this huge, much-needed 51-yard reception. 30 seconds left, still needing to get into that end zone. He scrambled out the pocket, throw a crossbody dot to the halfback, bringing him that much closer to the end zone. And lo and behold, he catches his tight end open in the end zone, tying the game at the last second. So we end up going to OT, and Kansas was able to hold Texas to only a field goal. But we need a touchdown to win. He scrambles out the pocket, passes it to Neal, he breaks a defender, and he dives into the end zone, winning the game for us. Man, so we was able to keep that undefeated streak. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous for a second thinking we was finna lose. The backup QB Jason Bean and 2K Sway both showed out, which allowed us to win the game. But I hope y'all liked the video, man. That's why I'm gonna end it at right here. If y'all haven't yet, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned. I got a lot coming out, you know, Cam Evans, if y'all haven't watched. Any of his videos, go back and watch them right now. They lit. I'm finna start his second season, so y'all don't want to miss out on that. Yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.